and welcome. Today we're going to be doing a mindful mat sculpt. I'm calling this Sleepy Girl Pilates because when I made this flow, I was super sleepy and it was just like so zen. I was sipping my coffee while I was doing the flow. I felt so good in my body afterwards, and I was like, I need to record this one because it just felt great for when you're low energy, and I felt so much higher energy afterwards, as moving our body usually does. Or if you are later in the day, this is perfect as well for just kind of winding down, showing your body some love. All you need is your mat and your own body weight. We won't be leaving the mat, as this is Sleepy Girl Pilates, so let's go. Let's begin on our left side body. Bring your head into your hands, legs will extend out along your leg. Your body is in one long plane. Top hand comes to support you. Scoot your right hip forward. Feet are flexed. Flex as you lift, point as you lower. Flex to lift, point to lower. So lifting past hip height here. I want you to think about keeping your core center and keeping your hips from shifting. So we're pointing and flexing. For 7, exhale as you lower. For 6, and 5, reaching your leg longer each time. Really think about extending it out of your hip like somebody is pulling from your heel. For 4, and 3, 2, last one, holding your leg long, toe to toe, heel to heel. For 8, and 7. So really think about rotating inward and outward through the hip. For 5, and 4, keeping hips stable rather than rocking all around. For 3, 2, last one, holding your leg at hip height, point through your toe, circle forward. So grapefruit size circles, and really think about this coming from your hip rather than just from your toe, involving your entire leg in this. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lengthen the leg, lengthen through the hip, reverse. For 8, 7, top hand can support you. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower. Top hand comes across your chest, lower hand plants onto the mat. Inhale, exhale as you press through your right palm, lifting up through your right oblique. Inhale as you come all the way back down. Exhale as you lift. Your entire right arm is really motoring this movement. I want you to think about staying in that long plane of energy rather than rocking forward or backwards. And we're utilizing that right arm, right bicep and tricep to lift us up. For 5, and 4, getting a nice stretch through the left side body as we contract through the right side, bringing right hip towards, or right rib rather, towards the right hip. For 3, 2, last one. Coming down, bring your right knee over, your right foot rather, over the left. Hand can come into your head once more. Lift your heel towards the sky, lower leg. For 8, 7, 6. I told you this would be Sleepy Girl Pilates. I'm just lounging in the sun here. For 5, much harder than it looks though, I know. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Always the case with Pilates. Point, let's circle forward. For 10, 9, 8, and 7. For 6, 5, lounging in the sun, but Pilates is always so much more harder than it looks. It's very deceiving. And reverse. For 10, 9, 8, and 7, 6. Oh my gosh, inner thigh is on fire. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press through your left forearm. Left forearm's gonna plant onto the mat, and I want you to press through your right foot, lifting through your left oblique. As you lift off the mat, right arm reaches overhead, coming down. And as you come up, I want you to give a little twist. So we're really involving the left oblique. So left forearm comes, lifting hip off the mat, stretch overhead, Left hip reaches, and give me a little twist. Left elbow towards your right knee. So coming over, feeling a nice stretch here, lifting up and twisting. For 8 and 7. Exhale, lift, engaging that left oblique and then the right oblique. For 5 and twist. For 4, exhale as you lift. For 3, creating length through that right side body. And 2. Last one. Coming back down, head in hand, actually keeping the forearm onto the mat. Right leg comes behind now. Right arm reaches, inhale, exhale as you bring your left leg towards your right arm. For 7 and 6. I know our inner thighs are on fire already. For 5, 4 and 3. Right rib coming towards your left hip. For 2 and 1, pulsing at the top. For 10, 9, 8, 7, yes you can. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend left leg long, extend right leg long. Keep both legs lifted and pulse. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lift both legs. Inhale and exhale. For 8, 7. Right oblique is working so hard here. For 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Bending through both knees, coming back onto your head and your hands. Lift through your heels, heels together, toes apart. Lift through your top leg and lower. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. I want you to stop as you get to hip height, keeping hips stacked. For 7 and 6. This is 5, heels are glued together. For 4, outer glute. For 2, last one, pulse at the top. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees come together. Come onto your left forearm. Right arm reaches, keeping heels off the mat. Twist as you lift your knees and come back and stretch to the right side body. Exhale, twist, inhale. So think about crunching knees in towards your chest and you're coming onto your low back. And then you come forward, knees tap, heels stay lifted the whole time. So right rib is coming towards your left hip. Transverse abdominals here. For 7. Try not to use momentum, but rather really engage the core to motor this movement. For 5 and 4. For 3. 2, this is a lot of deep loading too, which is really nice. Last one. And release. Let's do a little ab series quick before we go over to the other side. Forearms will come onto the mat. Rather than sinking in, I know that'd be nice. I want you to really push up and away, shine your heart forward, bring your legs to 90 degrees. Right leg comes forward and sweeping, left leg comes forward and sleeping. Bicycles here, sleeping. I said sweeping, I meant. For 8 and 8, 7, reaching long, pressing through your forearms. Core is engaged. Whew, keep getting a cramp through my toe. For 5 and 4, finding the resistance here. For 2, last one, and 1. Let's reverse. So sweep and sweep. Now coming, reversing the direction. For 7 and 6, 6. You can feel your thighs working, low abs for 5, 4, and 4, 3, 3, 2, 2. Last one, and 1. Legs come to 90 once more. Release right leg long. Inhale, exhale, and switch. Only release so low that you can keep those low abs engaged. Switching past each other, coming back to 90. For 7, 7, 6, and 6, 5, 5. This is 4, and 4, 3, 3, 2, 2. Last one, and 1. Release your legs down. We are coming down to lying on the mat. Legs are shoulder width distance. Heels are planted into the mat. Arms reach overhead. Inhale, exhale. As you come up, arms reach through the center. Pulse as you lift for 10, 9, 8. Think about ribs drawing down and pulling into the center for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale as you reach and stretch. Exhale as we come up once more for 10, 9, 8, 7. Belly button to spine drawing up as you crunch for 5, 4, 3. Heels digging into mat for 2. Last one. Inhale back. Last round here. Exhale, lift for 10, 9, 8. We're staying lifted after this one for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left hand behind your head. Reach, switch, reach, and switch. So I want you to think about the opposite, the arm that is reaching, that elbow is coming off the mat. And I want you to reach to the outside of the opposite thigh, drawing the top rib towards the opposite hip as you reach across. Exhale as you reach across as well. Belly button is planting into the spine rather than doming or coning. Can you tell I need an extra few hours of sleep? I mean, always. Do we ever catch up on the sleep once being a mom? I don't know. For 5, and 5. For 4, reach, and 4. Really lifting, planting into those heels as well. For 2, and 2. Pulsing on 1 to the right for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switching sides and pulsing 10, 9, 8, 7, and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Little bridging here, and I promise we are going over to the other side. Glue your legs together like one leg, arms reach up to the sky. Inhale, exhale as you bring belly button to spine as you peel up, lower back, middle back, upper back off the mat. Arms reach overhead. As you tap your glutes down, exhale as your arms come towards your side and your glutes lift off. Inhale, reach, exhale, sweep. For 8, keeping legs glued together like one leg. For 7, finding resistance through the arms rather than just letting them fly. We want to really find all of the muscles as we're pulling down. For 3, 2, last one. Arms reach up to the sky, heels glued together. Open your legs. Exhale as you close. Inhale, open. Your arms are opening with your legs. Exhale, kiss knees together. For 8, 7, imagine you're hugging a beach ball with your arms. For 6, again, really imagine that you're popping that beach ball with your arms, finding the resistance, keeping your glutes lifted off the mat. For 5, and 4, we're pulsing in 3, for 2, last one, arms pulse, glutes pulse, keeping legs open. For 8, heels are together. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, knees come together, peel down, upper back, middle back, lower back. Now let's go over to the other side. Coming onto our right side body now. Head will come into our hands. Legs extend long. Heels are together. Push your top hip forward. Top hand comes onto the mat to support you. Flex as you lift. Point as you lower. Inhale and exhale as you close. Flex to lift, point to lower, coming past hip height, keeping hips stacked. For 7. And 6. Bodies in one long line of energy. For 4. And 3. 2. Last one. Toe comes towards your toe, heel to heel. So rotating inward and outward through the hip. It's not just the foot that's moving, it's the entire leg. Imagine the emotion coming from the hip. For 7. And 6. For 5. 4. For 3. If the top hip is creeping up, you can feel free to kind of push it down. I love to do that sometimes. I always have to realign. Last one. Hold at hip height, point your toe. Grapefruit size circles, again, coming from the hip rather than just the foot. For 8. 7, with control. For 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Lengthen first. Reverse. 10, 9, 8, 7, and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bottom arm comes across the body. Left hand plants. Inhale, exhale, pressing through the left hand. Left arm lifts us up. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. For 8. And 7. This is 6. 5. For 4. Yes, you can. Left oblique is working too. Last one. Coming down. Bend through your top leg, the left leg. Head can come into your hands. Heel lifts up towards the sky with the right leg. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Point your toe, circle. Again, coming from the hip rather than just the toe. For 8, 7, 6, with control. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reverse. 10, 9, 8, and 7. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming onto the right forearm. Left arm is going to reach over as your hip leaves the mat. Left arm reaches, reaches, reaches. Right hip comes down. Whole body leaves the mat as you twist over to the left. Right forearm on. Reach overhead. Down. And twist as you sit up tall. This is 8. Twisting and lifting through that left oblique. For 7. And 6. This is 5. Right oblique is working hard as well. Lifting you off the mat for 4. 3. Stretching. Feel those nice stretches, creating length through the body. Feels so good to stretch and sculpt at the same time. For 2. Last one. Coming down, bent leg moves to the back. Left arm reaches, inhale, exhale. Right leg towards your left arm. For 8, 7, this is 6. For 5, 4, exhale, lift. Left rib coming towards the right hip. For 3, 2, Last one, holding at the top and pulsing for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, and 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend long. Legs come together on a V and pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7. Yes, you can. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, exhale as we bring both of our legs to the arm. For 8, 7, 6. Weight goes into the right hip for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend through both of your legs. Heels lifted. Lift through the top leg and lower. Leg stops at hip height. Exhale as you lift. Inhale as you lower. For 7 and 6, 5 and 4. For 3, 2. Last one, pulse at the top for 10, 9, 8, and 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keeping your heels lifted, knees together. Left arm reaches. Exhale as you twist, heels stay off. Knees tap down. Exhale, lift. For 8, 7, and 6, 5, drawing left rib towards the right hip. Rather than using momentum, really use your core to control this movement. For 3, 2, last one. Coming onto our knees now. Finishing up with a little arm sculpt. Roll your shoulders back and down. Arms will reach long in front of you. Shoulders are over hips. Tailbone is tucked. Inhale, exhale as your arms sweep past. Inhale and exhale. We're serving something on a platter. We're serving ourselves a platter, whatever it is that we desire. Inhale and exhale. As your arms sweep past you, belly button is coming in and up. For 7, 6, and 5, sitting up tall, proud, and confident for 4, 3, 2, last one. Arms stay long, circle inward for 10, 9, 8, 7. As arms go down, abs come up for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lengthen, reverse. Slight bend through the elbows for 8, 7, 6, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands make a diamond. Tilt your torso forward, forward, and back. Thumbs at the palm, crown of your forehead. Exhale as you extend. For 8, 7, for 6, abs drawing in and up as your arms extend out long for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Arms out to a T, palms up and back for 10, 9, 8, 7, and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Strong arms, nice and long, 90 degrees, elbows kiss, and open. Exhale together, inhale, open. For 8, 7, yes you can, keep them lifted, strong arms. For 5, and 4, this is our home stretch. For 3, 2, last one. Arms in a goalpost and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and 5, 4. Dropping arms after this for 3, 2, And 1, arms come down. Reach your left arm over, stretch through the left side body. Coming up and over, reach your right arm over. Bring your hands to heart center, close your eyes for a beat. Breathe that all in. Breathe in all the hard work that we just did. And just notice how moving in this way, moving super kindly, gently, slowly feels. I know personally, I always thought that workouts had to be really hard, that I had to be at war with my body, that I had to be hurting my body in agony and pain, etc., to have a workout be quote unquote worth it. I have learned much different now, and actually moving in this way is what invigorates me the most, is what allows me to see the most changes mentally and physically in my body, is when we move gentle, when we are on the same team as our body, and we're showing it kindness, love, gratitude, respect. Breathe that all in. Exhale, letting go any negative thoughts, limiting beliefs that aren't serving you. Open your eyes, letting that all go. Thank you so much for being here. I really, really appreciate it. Let me know what you thought of that one down below. If you want more Sleepy Girl Pilates, let's do it.